So you're thinking about buying a nail gun, but you're probably not sure where to start. Framing, brad, coil, pin, there are loads of different types and it's easy to get lost. But don't worry, in this video I'm going to walk you through the main types of nailers, explain what they're actually for, and then I'll mention some of the newest models that you can pick up, and of course you can get these at its.co.uk. By the end you'll know exactly which nailer suits your project, whether you're DIY or a pro. So let's start by looking at how different nailers are powered and their benefits. Now, battery-powered nailers are now the most popular choice. They've improved massively in the past few years and are used daily by tradespeople. They're powerful, reliable, and the convenience is unmatched. No gas, no hoses, and no compressor. The only drawback is making sure that you've got enough batteries for long jobs. But if you've already invested in a platform like DeWalt, Makita, Hikoki or Milwaukee, any of those, then you'll be fine because you'll already have those batteries for your kit anyway. Gas nailers were the standard for years and they still have their strengths. They deliver huge amounts of power, they can drive long nails into tough timber with ease, and a single gas cartridge often lasts a full day. Tools like the Pasload range are still trusted on job sites everywhere. The trade-off with that is that there's going to be an ongoing cost for cartridges, extra maintenance, and of course you're going to get that horrible gas smell when you fire, although you might get used to that after a while anyway. So onto the nailers themselves, let's start by taking a look at these ones. These are the First Fix nail guns. First Fix nailers are also called framing nailers, and these are for structural jobs. Stud walls, decking, fencing, roofing, the big stuff. They fire nails up to around 90mm and they're built for strength and speed. Now, there are variations of these: positive placement nailers, which are designed for precision with joist hangers and straps, and concrete nailers, which are specialist tools for driving straight into masonry or even steel. So some examples of these I've got in front of me here. We've got the Makita DBN 900. Now this is a brushless, cordless framing nailer with an air spring system, so that delivers a smooth consistency when you're firing. This here is the Milwaukee M18 Fuel FFM, which has ready to fire technology and can fire around 700 nails per charge. The DeWalt DCN 930 over here, this is a brushless, cordless option with great all-round performance really you're getting from this one. And at the front here we have the Hikoki NR1890. Now this gives a pneumatic feel thanks to its air spring system. And for raw power and long runtime, then Pasload's gas framing nailers are still a top choice. But what about second fix nailers? Well, these are for the details: skirting boards, architraves, panelling, trims, and even furniture. They fire smaller nails that are neat and leave small holes that are easy to fill. The most common type is the brad nailer. Now these are versatile and easy to use. Then there are pin nailers for really delicate work and staplers for lighter duty jobs like insulation, upholstery or fencing. Palm nailers are also useful in tight spaces where a larger gun just won't fit. So some examples of these in front of me right now. So here I've got the DeWalt DCN 660. Cordless finishing nailer that's excellent for trim work, this one. The Milwaukee M18 FN18 GS is a cordless brad nailer, and that fires quickly and leaves clean holes. Over here we've got the Einhell Fixetto 1850N. Now this is a newer and budget-friendly option. And over here I've got the Hikoki MP18 DSAL. Now this is a cordless pin nailer and it's for those fine, nearly invisible fixings. So now onto the Coil and Speciality nailers. Coil nailers are for high volume, repetitive work like roofing, cladding and fencing panels. They use a drum holding up to 200 nails, which means less reloading and more productivity. A great option for this is the Hikoki 1845 that you can see here. Now this is a cordless coil nailer that feels like a pneumatic, but it runs on battery, making it ideal for outdoor repetitive tasks without needing a compressor. An example of a speciality nailer is here to my right. This is the Pasload Combi XI. Now, this is a seriously impressive nailer. It's the first 2-in-1 gas nailer that handles both framing nails and metal connector nails. That is an absolute state-of-the-art piece of kit, and it means that one tool does the work of two, which is going to save you time and space on site. But which nailer should you buy? Well, if you're a carpenter doing trim work or putting up mouldings, then start with a cordless brad nailer like the DeWalt DCN 660, the Milwaukee M18 FN18 GS, or the budget-friendly Einhell Fixetto. If you're tackling bigger projects like decks or stud walls, then add a framing nailer, the Makita DBN 900, Milwaukee M18 FFN, DeWalt DCN 930 or Hikoki NR1890 are all excellent choices for this. If you're into fine woodworking, then consider a pin nailer like the Hikoki MP18 DSAL. If you're doing outdoor repetitive work, then take a look at a coil nailer like the Hikoki MV1845. And if you want maximum versatility, the Paslow Combi XI will have both framing and metal connectors in the one tool. And if you want everything in one kit, then have a look at a DeWalt twin set, for example, because this will include both a framing and a finishing nailer. For most people though, just 2 nailers cover 90% of jobs, a framing nailer for the big builds and a brad nailer for the finish. Now always remember that nail guns are fast, powerful tools. Always wear safety glasses, keep your hands out of the firing line, disconnect the power before clearing a jam, and never bypass the safety nose. And that is your complete guide to nail guns, what they are, what they're for, and some of the top models available right now. If this helped, give it a like, subscribe for more tool guides, and let me know in the comments which nailer you're going for. And remember, all of these are available at its.co.uk.